out the pack, where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe.
It's week 2 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Vikings and the Eagles on Thursday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in off a good... The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 3rd play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his 2nd start in the NFL.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing, Jones. It's caught, Smith. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. I'm looking down from our booths. You can tell this crowd wants them to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd, not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to reward the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. And we'll see. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A first down throw for Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. A quick throw there is incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. A give, Singletary right side, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Cousins. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 39. leaves them just short for fourth down. Cousins to throw it. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. On 1st and 10, Jones. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. That is caught and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Couple of nice plays right in a row, and it's an Eagle first. Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is taken at about the 14. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Cousins. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Cousins. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't let a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing the completion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Meanwhile, Cousins with a throw here caught by Addison. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Jones now on 1st and 10 to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Back to throw again. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Following the interception, Cousins. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment, but first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. In the early window, we'll have our eye on that game in Jacksonville. The Jaguars going to need to be on their A game as they'll have to do battle with the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale taking on the New York Giants. And finally, on Monday night, our first doubleheader of the year. Saints-Panthers at 7:15 Eastern, followed by Cleveland-Pittsburgh an hour later. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half. So
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Not not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw, Cousins. Slant route, and he's got Addison.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Cousins now. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Again, it's Cousins. Finding Hockenson here on the outroute. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. Taken down at the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A good throw there. And this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the hole? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Throwing Jones. Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now Cousins. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Incredible to Graham. So long a key face of the Eagles defense. Came off serious injury and had a career-high 11 sacks last year. The Eagles, just the 4th team ever with 70 sacks in a season.
And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Eagles football 1st and 10. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Now Jones. And his throw is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out very well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jalen Carter in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and forever. Throwing is Cousins. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And a gain of 5. And that's going to make it fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Fielded at the 33. Shoves him aside. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And they will take over first and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's corralled, but now before getting it inside the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as a tackle made at the 18. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Will come up second and 7.
At the 15-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the fourth quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
That's taken on the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Harrison Smith on the covering.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jones looking around. Now this one complete to Smith. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So Cousins and the Vikings trailing 17-10, a minute 39 to go. They'll have to go 90-plus yards, and a field goal does them no good as they've got it with a first down. Cousins completes this to Jefferson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Cousins. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this to the 26-yard line. Cousins to throw.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Cousins. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Philadelphia, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.